morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us for today's video.
We hope that you and your loved ones are well and that you can also have a little fun with us.
Today, you'll be learning all about noodles and pasta, their variations, how they are eaten, and what they look like in different cultures. Those wiggly, delicious carbohydrates that fill your tummy up on any good day.
That's right. We are so excited to explore noodles from around the world with you all today.
Hello, my name is Alex, and my favorite noodle dish is udon. All of my friends here and I go to school at the University of Southern California, also known as USC.
Hi, my name is Kelly and my favorite noodle dish is ramen.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and my favorite noodle dish is pho.
Hi, my name is Nicole and my favorite noodle dish is pasta. Alright, so now I'll pass the lead to Elizabeth.
Thanks, Nicole. All right, today, before we get started, I'm just gonna clarify that we will be using pasta and noodles interchangeably because they're basically the same thing, but it just depends on where you live and what they call it. Like, it's very similar to hurricanes and typhoons. They're basically the same phenomena, so pasta and noodles are basically the same food, but we'll get into that a little later. So let's get boiling. So first off, where are noodles eaten? Well, it's basically everywhere. Honestly, it's from like the northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere, to the equator, to the prime meridian. The noodles' history in food is as long as their length. And so how are they eaten, or how can you eat them? Well, they can be eaten in soups, with sauces, or even fried. So, what do noodles look like? That's a very good question. Well, some can be long and thin so that it is a delicious, refreshing, slurping flavor, or you could have thick and chewy ones to be basically an edible sponge. They can be long and stringy like Italian angel hair, Chinese mian, udon, and then we also have short ones like gnocchi, macaroni, and tteok. But is tteok really a noodle? Well, I mean, it's up to you. Food is food, so who doesn't love it? Fun fact, did you know that there's a pasta named orecchiette after its resemblance to the ear? Of course, this doesn't seem like an ear or taste like one, but it definitely sounds delicious. So depending on the grain source and how the noodles are made, there are many different versions. As you can see here right in the center, there are noodles that can look glass-like and clear, and these are made with mung bean flour, but please do not mistake this for glass. Glass is not edible, but these delicious noodles are. There are white and opaque, which means you cannot see through them noodles, made from rice or refined wheat flour. And there are also yellowish noodles made from wheat flour and eggs, and there are also yellowish white ones that are a little bit lighter than yellow, typically made with potatoes. And even here, we have brown colored soba noodles made from buckwheat. So what do you eat noodles with? I don't know. Let's pass the bowl to Nicole.
Usually noodles with soup are eaten with chopsticks or forks together with a spoon to help you enjoy the sauce or broth. The spoon acts as a little bowl which helps you add everything together. Some cultures also use their hands to eat noodles. However, do make sure that they're not too hot before you do so. So, how are noodles eaten? Basically, you just put everything together and eat. However, there are some cultural rules that vary from country to country. For example, in many East Asian countries, noodles are often slurped to promote taste, cooling, and show appreciation. What about cutting noodles, you may ask? Well, some noodles are already short, so you can eat them in one bite. But some cultures do cut their noodles with scissors. However, in some other countries, they see noodles as the symbol for longevity or a long life, so they wouldn't want to cut their noodles because in that way they're cutting their life short. However you enjoy your noodles, we hope that it's delicious. Enjoy it when you need a strong and balanced meal with many flavors. Alright, I guess it's time for us to see how we can cook some noodles at home. But before we pass the time to our chef today, we want to make sure that your safety comes first. So if you decide to try these recipes at home, do remember to do it under adult supervision and be super careful about cooking tools, heat, stove top, and knives. Without further ado, let's pass the time to our chef today, Kelly and Alex, and see what they're doing in the kitchen.
Hi, this is Kelly, and today I will be cooking some mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is a super easy noodle dish that you can make at home, and this recipe is my favorite. These are the ingredients you will need for this recipe. You will need macaroni, and you can use whatever shape you would like. You will also need grated cheddar cheese. I grated my own cheese from a block of cheddar so the cheese will melt better. You will also need unsalted butter, milk, salt, pepper, and flour. If you would like, you could also add any mix-ins you would like. I added in bacon and broccoli that I already cooked, but you can also just have your mac and cheese plain. The first step we are going to do is cook our pasta. Boil some water and don't forget to salt your water. Then add your pasta and cook until the time it says on your box. I cooked mine for 10 minutes. While your pasta is cooking, don't forget to stir occasionally. When your pasta is done, drain and put it to the side. Next, we will make our sauce. Add 4 tablespoons of butter to a pot and let it melt. Then add 4 tablespoons of flour and whisk. Next, add 1 teaspoon of pepper and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Then mix again. Lastly, add 3 cups of milk. Mix together until sauce is bubbling but not boiling. Your sauce should be like a consistency of clam chowder. It may take a while, but make sure to stir occasionally. We are done cooking and now it's time to assemble. Make sure to butter your casserole dish before layering your ingredients. Now add in half of your pasta, then put a layer of cheese. You can put in as much cheese as you would like and make sure there is an even layer. Then add half of the sauce and layer your additional mix-ins. Add your remaining pasta and your remaining sauce. Then for the final layer, layer on as much cheese as you would like. Then bake in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. When putting it into the oven, please have parent supervision so you don't burn yourself. When it's done, carefully take it out of the oven. Mix, add more cheese, and enjoy. This is what mine turned out, and it was so delicious.
Thanks, Kelly. Hi, my name is Alex, and today we're making beef noodle soup. It's a relatively easy dish to make at home with the help of parents. So here are the ingredients for the beef noodle soup. We have 1 pack of instant noodles. We also have 1 pack of sauce and 1 pack of seasoning. You don't have to use all of the sauce and seasoning. And we also have 1 pack of beef. You could also use beef from the supermarket. Here is some Chinese cabbage and green onion as garnish. So first, we're going to boil some water for the soup base. So next, we're going to put in the sauce and the seasoning. And while we're at it, we should mix up the soup base. So as you can see, the soup is boiling. So now we're gonna first put the noodles in. All of it in. Then we're gonna put our Chinese cabbage in. I'm gonna first clamp this down a bit. Third, we're gonna put our beef packet in. I'm gonna mix this around a bit. And then we're gonna put our green onions in as well. And then we're gonna let this cook for a while. So after some mixing and 2 to 3 minutes of boiling the noodle soup, you can see we're now done and we can plate this dish. As you can see, our beef noodle soup is done. Although this is a hot noodle dish, there's also cold noodle dishes such as Korean japchae and pasta salads. So here's the final plating for our beef noodle soup. I really love to eat this dish during the winter time when the weather is really cold. The hot soup base really warms me up. So now we're done with our beef noodle soup. Now it's the time to taste how our dish is. I am eating with my chopsticks and my spoon, and let's go. It's really tasty and good. 好吃.
Wow, Kelly and Alex, your cooking looks so good. It's preposterous.
Thanks again for learning with us. Recipes are in the description box below if you would like to try to recreate our dishes from today. Or just enjoy whatever happens, because life is all about exploring possibilities. Try it out and tag us at usc.aatp on Instagram. We will highlight your posts.
One last fun pasta joke, you guys. How does an Italian pasta say goodbye to a Chinese egg noodle? Ciao, mian.
Okay, I think that's enough noodling around for today. Thank you for watching and pasta la vista.
Bye.
Bye.
Right on.